Hello, my friends. This is Alien Contactee, Linol Anderson here with you guys with a brand new YouTube BitChute video. Well, in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about this massive earthquake that just happened in Turkey and Syria. It's been devastating. We're looking at a death toll over 20,000 people by now. And there's a lot of talk going on here. What happened? Was this a natural earthquake? Or some people are saying it might be HAARP. It might have been coordinated a coordinated attack by the powers that be, NATO, right? So we're going to get into that. Was it that, or could this be a sign of prophecy that possibly this Nibiru, I've been talking a lot about Nibiru lately. Well, it's here, my friends, and all these things were foretold to happen, and could that be what we're looking at? So I'm going to tell you what I think and the evidence that I've gathered of what's going on here. So we're going to get into it, but before we do, I'm just going to encourage everybody to hit that subscribe button. As I say, subscribe to survive. I covered it all from these end times, NWO, reptilians, extraterrestrials, and much, much more. And also, please hit that like button, as it helps me so much with the YouTube algorithms. Now let's just get right to it, my friends. So yeah, what do I think this whole situation is, my friends? Well, there is a lot of talk, first off, about NATO. I gotta be careful with what I say because of the algorithms. Apparently, Turkey has blocked the membership of Sweden and Finland in the recent days. So a lot of people have been saying that they think this was an HARP situation, because they do have that technology where they could actually create these earthquakes, right? So a lot of people think that that is what happened, and it was the powers that be behind this, which is interesting. I'm not saying that's not the case, but my friends, I'm leaning towards that this was actually related to Nibiru, and I'll tell you why. First off, the energy that day was very intense. Okay, the night that it happened, morning, night, whatever, it was on a full moon, I believe. Leo full moon, something like that. First full moon of Leo, one of these things. A big astronomical event with the moon. And that night, because you see, I have an active Kundalini myself, and I'm extremely sensitive to energy. And that night, I had a horrible night. I could hardly sleep, and the energy was very intense. I woke up, the energy was so intense, I felt sick. And I checked the Schumann records, the Schumann chart, which shows you the energy of the earth, and it was off the charts that day. Uh, the Schumann charts were going crazy. And then I pick up my phone and, check. All of a sudden, I see massive earthquake in Turkey, Syria. So right there, I felt there's something big going on with the earth. And, my theory is all this, the reason why the Schumann chart and the solar flares and all this stuff has been happening and all this insane weather is because I do believe that Nibiru is here. It's not coming, it is here. They're hiding it with their technology, right? Uh, spraying things in the sky, trying to dim the sun and all that. And they got sun simulators and all this kind of stuff. Trillions of dollars spent to hide it. I do believe it is here. And I believe that's why we're experiencing all these things. And of course, it's going to create these earthquakes and whatnot and insane weather. So that rose a big red flag with me that that's what it could be. And also that day there was many earthquakes, not just in Turkey and Syria. There was an earthquake even in Buffalo, New York. That's right. They had like a 3.8 or I think it was 3.8 magnitude earthquake. Take a look. That's right. Earthquakes don't typically happen in Buffalo. I can tell you that right now. And not only that, but there's been lots of earthquakes happening. I'm going to show you a list of earthquakes that have happened just in the last 2 days alone. Take a look. That's right, my friends. We got earthquakes happening all over the globe right now. Very intense things happening with that. And when it comes to this whole HAARP thing, yes, it's real. Yes, they have the technology for that, and I wouldn't put anything past these elitists. But at the end of the day, they're running psychological operations, and I think that HARP may be part of their psychological operation because they want people believing these quakes are coming and all this crazy weather's happening. They want people believing it's happening uh, as long as they don't know the truth of why it's happening. And the one thing they don't want people knowing is about Nibiru, and that's happening because of that. Because if everybody knew that this incoming planetary object, there's multiple planetary objects incoming. If everybody knew that, it'd be chaos on Earth, and they wouldn't be able to control it. So they're doing everything they can to keep the truth from us. So they put out all these other theories, like it's the government controlling it, or it's this, it's that, right? Um, that's what they do. And then of course with the normies, they have the whole narrative that it's the changes with the weather. I can't even say those words because of the algorithms, but that whole agenda. That's what they want people to believe. And but they never want to say anything about this Planet X coming. And that's what I believe it is. And I did a channeling. That's right. I got some communication with the Palladians, of course. And I did a straight up channeling, and I asked, are these things happening because of, uh, you know, HAARP and NATO, or is this Nibiru related? It said this was Nibiru related. It wasn't actually that. At the end of the day, my friends, this is prophecy uh, unfolding, biblical prophecy. We're in a biblical prophecy right now. And trust me, I ain't no Christian. Uh, I like I like to believe, and I truly believe that Bible prophecy is being fulfilled because the Bible was written and put together by the powers that be, the reptilians, elite. And these are all self-fulfilling prophecies, predictive programming, right? But everything that book is saying about the end times, it's all seems like it's come together now. And I wanted to read you guys a scripture, Matthew 24 verses 7. Take a look. That's right. So it says, nation will rise against nation, and there will be famines and earthquakes in various places. That's what they're talking about, which will happen in the end days. Well, what do we see right now, right? We see all this stuff going on with nation against nation, whether it's what's happening with, Russia, Ukraine, that situation, or China, United States, that situation, China, Taiwan, or even Turkey and NATO and Sweden, Finland, all these things. That's nation rising against nation, man. That's it. And then famines and earthquakes. Well, we see there's food shortages. We see crazy inflation because of the food shortages. I know in Western countries it really hasn't affected us too much. Well, the inflation has, but the starvation issue, yeah, it's there, but not the average person is starving yet. But in these other countries, these third world countries, oh, you better believe lots of people are losing their lives these days in those countries. Starvation, famines, it's already happening. Millions of people are losing their lives, unfortunately, due to famines. And it's just a matter of time till it hits United States of America, Canada, UK, Europe. It's all coming, my friends. It's all coming. So these are all these prophecies playing out, my friends. And like I said, it's not some divine thing. It's actually all part of this reptilian predictive programming, telling us what they're going to do before it happens. It's all part of that, my friends. And this ain't the first time it's happened. We're in this matrix simulation. They just keep on redoing things. It's a great kind of redo. I can't even say the other word or else it'll affect the algorithms, but they keep doing the same thing over and over again. And I really recommend you check out my playlist if you're new to my channel on this Nibiru, and I explain everything what's going on. The Nibiru playlist, okay? Link is down below, and I'll also leave it at the end of this video. And if you want a full scoop on what's going on, you could watch all the videos I've done on it, and I'll be adding this to that list. So please check that out. But with that being said, I don't want to be all doom and gloom, because, the last thing we want is to be in fear. No, we don't want to be in fear, my friends. We want to raise our vibrations and be in the love vibration and have no fear, because it's not all doom and gloom. There's a lot of beautiful things happening, because with the return of Nibiru, we have an ascension process going on here. We have a great awakening, and a lot of people as we speak, are breaking out of the illusion that we've been stuck in, right? We're breaking free of the illusion, my friends. So, and if we could raise our vibrational frequencies high enough to get outside of this matrix, then we will just maybe hop on a different timeline. And who knows, maybe we could do it collectively if enough of us wake up, and maybe we could shift the whole timeline collectively of Earth, and we could prevent what's happening. Maybe. I'm not saying that is the case, but maybe it is. So just in case, you better be raising that vibration and trying to ascend out of here. So if you want to learn more on that, you could join me at my Patreon class, Ascend to 5D. That's right. Your support would mean the world to me. And there we are going over all the key things that you could be doing to get the heck out of this matrix. So I do invite you guys. The link is down below, and that support helps me to continue to bring you guys this content. I also got the health class, the occult class, and many other great options there, Palladian channelings. So link is down below, or if you'd like to just simply buy me a coffee for my efforts to bring you this content, that would mean the world too. And all the links are down below. The Nibiru playlist is down below. But yeah, my friends, we got to stay positive here, because they want us in fear, and that's why a lot of these things are happening, because they know this shift is happening, and they're trying everything they can to stop us from making the shift. That's why you see all the fear, whether it be the sickness,